It's Danni Starr. It was another crazy week in Hollywood, so it's only right we take a look back on what happened. I'm not a huge fan of April Fool's Day because nobody ever gets me, but Nick Cannon definitely did. So he goes onto his radio show and basically he gets an emergency phone call from his wife. What does everybody think? Of course that Mariah Carey's in labor. He rushes out of the show. He calls the show later to say, I got a call from my wife. I'm jumping on a plane. I'm going. The whole world goes nuts. Me included. I totally believed him. Later he pops up on Twitter basically saying, April Fools. Mariah Carey did not go into labor, but Nick Cannon definitely got us. Another week in Hollywood means another week of ridiculous Charlie Sheen stories. So the custody agreement between him and Brooke Mueller and the twin boys is pretty much all settled. I do not understand why a judge is going to let him have as much custody as they're trying to give him. They're saying he's going to have overnight visitation, weekend visitation, and that eventually it's going to increase to give him even more. That is insane. But the week was not all about winning for Charlie Sheen. Sure, he's getting some custody, but he did go on tour and completely bombed it. He did 30 minutes that were okay, and then the rest of the show, oh my gosh, people were freaked out. They wanted their money back. They were screaming. I guess Charlie Sheen doesn't win all the time. In my personal opinion, Enrique Iglesias made the biggest mistake of his life this week by dropping out of Miss Britney Spears' world tour. What was he thinking? So here's the backstory. Britney Spears is going on tour. She decides, hey, why not have a co-headliner? Yeah, right. Nobody's gonna be a co-headliner when you're going out with Britney Spears. So Enrique's okay with being a co-headliner, but they're gonna try to have him open the show. And he's like, I'm not gonna look like an opening act. I'm Enrique Iglesias. I'm an egomaniac. So what does he do? He drops off the tour. Rumor has it, though, that Britney Spears is looking for Nicki Minaj. And if you ask me, that's gonna be a much better tour anyway. Sorry, Enrique. Hugh Hefner, Crystal Harris, right in the middle of all their wedding plans. But you know who's upset about it? Kendra, because she has not received her save the date to the wedding yet. And she's already been invited to another wedding the same day. She's like, I don't get it. You know, we go way back. What is the deal? She's a little upset with Crystal because she knows, like all women, we're the ones who plan the wedding. But here's the deal. I completely understand not inviting ex-girlfriends to your wedding if you're not marrying Hugh Hefner. Hello, he's the man infamous for ex-girlfriends. Crystal, get over it and send Kendra her save the date. Everybody has been waiting for The Hangover Part 2, and now it is so close. They've released the trailer, hilarious. They released the poster. We are getting so close for The Hangover Part 2. I don't know if they can top the first movie, but I'm certainly willing for them to try because I cannot wait for the hystericalness of all that's going to happen. Now, the movie comes out Memorial Day weekend, but you can catch sneak peeks by watching the trailer, so if I were you, I'd do it. Absolutely hilarious. I'm Danni Starr, and as always, there's so many stories, and I couldn't cover them all, but it's easy. Head over to bittenandbound.com, showing you the not-so-pretty side of Hollywood.